My name is Himanshu Joshi and I am a vocalist with band Indian Ocean. Besides that, I run a television company. I've been doing that for the last 25 years. We make programs, we make documentaries, corporate films. I used to teach earlier, which unfortunately I don't now. I miss that. And that's what I am. See, music has always been part of our family. My parents used to sing, my uncle was a big composer. I think I was made for fine arts. My whole energy, my entire mind wire set was more for fine arts. Indian Ocean again happened because of an unfortunate accident. They're all friends, and 5 years back, Ashim Chakravarti, who was the front man of Indian Ocean and was a founder member, had an unfortunate incident where he had a stroke. That is the time when Sushmit called me and said that, would you like to jam with Indian Ocean and see if we can work together? I mean, and we were all hoping Ashim would come back. Unfortunately, Ashim died, and I have been with Indian Ocean ever since. See, as far as music is concerned, I believe that some formal training is important because it can help you later. Formal training helps you open your range. Some people may disagree with that. I would advise that if you can find a teacher, please go, or an institution, go there, learn music to the best of your capability, and try and imbibe as much as you can from the teacher. Now also, there are some places where you might not find a good teacher. What do? People have opened e-academies where you have virtual teachers. It's a little impersonal, but something's better than nothing. I believe Indian classical music has a place of its own. It has an audience of its own, which will always be the case. It's something which has taken hundreds of years to come to where it is today. And these kind of things don't die out. People say classical music is dying out. I don't agree on that. As far as our bands are concerned, as far as the kind of shows we do, or as far as the kind of interactions we do, people see a lot of glamour associated with it. But you have to see what goes behind making a band. Beyond the facade of a very nice, glamorous appearance, there's a lot of work that has gone on. You have work to achieve that. We tend to do between 50 to 65 on an average shows a year. And the heaviest bulk of that, comes in around November, December. And we make it a point to meet at least 4 to 5 days in a week and practice hard. When people ask us that how should a band be formed and survive in a long run, we tell them that if you have a collective agenda of doing music for the sake of doing music, and not for achieving a goal in 1 year, of cutting a disc in 2 years, of being the greatest playback singer in the history of playback singing in 3 years, don't do it. Because there is no formula for success here, ever. In fine arts, that's one thing I tell everybody. Please don't expect things to happen. They will happen. But you have to be diligent enough and focused enough to go and do what you want to do and not what people are expecting you to do. Because half the things collapse and crash because expectations become too high, but the talent is not rising up to that expectation. You have to hone that talent to go up there. And the day you realize that, I think you won the battle, the first leg of it. I think the youngsters today have lot many platforms to showcase their, their skills. I think they should take advantage of that. The electronic medium being what it is today, and the net bringing the world together, it's very easy for anybody to sit down and in a very simple way produce an album or a song, put it on a free channel, a SoundDuo or a SoundCloud or even on YouTube, and get some kind of a publicity which was not there earlier. Please treat your parents as your friends. Okay, fine, their times might have been different, but you can learn from it. I feel that if you enjoy doing something that you want to do, that's when you crack it, finally. You fall in love with what you're doing and you get paid doing it. I would say that you should look inwards and find out, if is that what I want to do? I think life motivates me. Every day is a new day. Every happening is a new happening. Every interaction is a new interaction. Listening to very many people in terms of music, I think you imbibe a lot from there. And I think generally interacting with everybody around you gives you enough motivation to do either music or make a painting or write a story. So I think it's life that motivates you, and you have to look for that and just let it flow. I think if you go with the flow, things happen.
सुझत कछु नाही